This was a statement written by Veronica Mendoza, a congressperson. The government is putting in serious and grave risks the access to medicine for Peruvians. It has not kept its word. Because in all times the Congress has discussed the subject, we were told it will not go further. The government has not kept its word. And I'm going to read it in Spanish because it is important to recognize the language of the people too. So, Verónica Mendoza, una mujer congresista, nos dice: el gobierno nos está poniendo en serio peligro, limitando el acceso a medicina de los peruanos. El gobierno no ha mantenido su palabra porque en todo momento el Congreso ha seguido discutiendo este tema. Nos dijeron que esto no iba a avanzar. El gobierno nos ha estado mintiendo.
Thank you, Mimi. Next, I would like to bring up Myra Sutton. She's the Global Policy Analyst for Electronic Frontier Foundation, and she was in Lima, Peru during the World Bank meeting.
TPP meeting.
TPP meetings. Okay, all right, Myra, come on over.
So I just wanted to start off by saying that when we were in Peru for the TPP negotiations a few years ago, we organized a protest outside, and we had several thousand people there by official reports. So there is clearly a huge amount of resistance there, particularly as indicated by the previous statement about the access to medicines issue. When we had a conference outside that civil society organizations organized outside of the negotiations, of course, because none of us are invited inside, maybe to speak for 10 minutes about how this agreement would impact our health and our environment and our internet freedom, we decided to organize an event outside so that we could actually go into depth about all the implications of this agreement on Peruvian people's lives. And we had a packed room. People of all ages came for this two-day event, and it was really great to see how much people were interested and aware about the TPP in Peru. So I'd like to just read an excerpt of this statement, or this op-ed that was published in The Hill over the summer by Jose de Acheve, which is the former Vice Minister for the Environment of Peru. For the environment of Peru. It's called "The TPP Story Haunts the TPP." Peru's story haunts the TPP. Increasingly, those seeking to defend our forests are coming under violent attack. Assassinations of environmental activists in Peru have surged. The non-governmental organization Global Witness found that at least 57 environmental activists in Peru have been killed since 2002, with the majority assassinated since 2010. Peru has become the fourth most dangerous country in the world to be environmental or land defender. Foreign corporations have used these investor-state dispute settlement powers, both explicitly and behind the scenes, to pressure the Peruvian government to pardon polluters and to strong-arm mining concessions in areas of the country where indigenous communities continue to rise up in opposition to environmentally damaging projects. Just in the last month, the Peruvian government has declared a state of emergency in Islay province after social conflicts and protests against a proposed copper mine led to 5 deaths and dozens of arrests. Renco, a U.S. firm, sought to evade its contractual commitment to remediate environmental and health problems caused by its toxic metal smelting operation that had poisoned children in the community of La Oraya by launching an $800 million ISDS claim against Peru's government. So clearly Peru is already under ISDS attacks under existing trade obligations under its trade agreement with the United States. So we stand in solidarity with Peru, with their environmental activists, the everyday people, and everybody who uses or would care about the TPP. Thank you.
Thank you, Myra. If we could, sometimes we count to mark the number of people who have died. So Myra just told us that 57 environmental activists were killed fighting for the planet. I wonder if we could together count to 57 to honor their memories. So we can start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. 57 lives. Every one of those numbers represented a person who stood up for the planet and was murdered.